You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
And can you see the book?
Yeah. Teacher, if you don't mind, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
آه، المحاضرة الأخيرة الأسبوع اللي فات
أيوة.
كان عندي أنا مشكلة وبعد كم بعض البنات أنت
نعم.
ما عديتي لا أسماءنا وما كانت
Mm-hmm.
أبدا ظاهرة الشاشة عندنا. طبعا ممكن هذا عنده مشكلة منا إحنا من النت، وكتبنا
Okay.
لك في الشات، كتبنا لك في الشات وما كنت ظاهرة لك أو إنك ما شفتيها، أنا ما أدري. فأنا أرسلت
أيوة.
لك في بلاك بورد، ما ردتي علي، ما شفتي ممكن. وبخصوص الأسايمنت بعد هل هي اليونت 1 نحلها الآن ولا لأن الديدلاين 10، فحابة أتأكد إذا كانت عن يونت 1.
Unit 1. The assignment that I send you on the Blackboard is about Unit 1. You have to answer it on Blackboard before the deadline. And as for your attendance,
تمام.
yes,
Yeah.
some of you comment into the chat that they could not hear their name or Blackboard kicked them out. But unfortunately, I remember last lecture, there was a cutoff in my connection. Then I joined the lecture and all the previous chats were deleted. So no problem. If you have any issue, any inquiry, any question, you can reach out to me through my email. I write my email to you now on the screen. So you
Okay,
can
thank you.
contact me, always you can contact me through my email.
السلام عليكم Miss Yasmin.
Excuse me, wait a minute.
Okay.
This is my university email. You can also send me a private message on my X, that's Twitter previously. And this is my handle. This is my Twitter account. You can send me your inquiries in a private message. So screenshot this. Yes, who's asking a question? Go ahead.
Miss Yasmin.
Yes.
Good evening. I've sent you an email, I think a couple days ago, regarding to my absentees because I received a notification that I was absent in your lecture, which is not true. I was present, but because you had a bad internet connection and you reconnect, we couldn't hear your voice, so I have to reach my page. And then you already said my name, but I wasn't able to answer you. So I've already informed you, and you said, okay, write on the chat that you were present. I've sent an email about that.
Yeah, some of you sent me an email,
Yeah.
and solved the problem. I marked them present after I
So
read your email. So did you check if I make you present or not?
if it's not appearing in my.
So just check if you send me all those who sent me email notifying me that they were absent. I corrected the situation and marked them present.
There.
All right. Don't worry. But yes, notify me if I mark you absent while you are present, as I've told you, through one of these mediums.
So it's gonna be fixed, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, I appreciate your help. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Teacher,
تفضلي.
what about the test when we do it?
I will let you know, inshallah, the next lecture. I will explain everything related to the timing of the midterm. and the format of the questions.
No,
But
I
don't
mean
worry,
the
don't worry.
test you send it.
The assignment, you mean the assignment?
No, test in the Blackboard.
Yeah, I sent you an assignment quiz. Okay,
No,
every week
yes,
you will receive assignment, and you have to complete assignment on Blackboard.
2 assignment. We do it, but
Mhm.
you send yesterday.
No, I haven't sent anything yesterday. An assignment.
Unit test.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Did I send you an assignment yesterday?
Doctor,
Yes, teacher, there was a test
unit test.
yesterday.
They mean the unit test when we gonna do it because they sent it for us yesterday.
Okay, I'll inquire about that. I haven't received
Teacher,
anything
we received
regarding unit test,
teacher.
actually. I have no idea.
I
So I'll
already
check
did
and I will
the
inform you. Don't worry. Now, let us start the lecture now, and please keep your questions to the end of the lecture. Okay? So at the end of the lecture, I give you time for your inquiries. Thank you for your concern. Now let us get started. Today we are going to start the second unit of the course. Unit 2 about computer systems. Very important, informative information. So these are the unit objectives. You are going to learn about making comparisons, talk about what is happening now, talk about ability and necessity, and talk about obligations. So the first topic in the unit is about computer hardware. So you are going to learn about the components or the parts of the computer and their names in English. Now I want you to do this activity. Work in small groups, make a list of all computer hardware you use in your work or study. I want you now in 3 minutes to think of some of the computer components. Name some of the computer parts. Go ahead. After 2 minutes, you can post your answers to the chat. Who scratched the screen? Remove this. And by the way, I can know who did this drawing. So if you scratch on the screen or draw anything on the screen, I can easily recognize the students who did so. Then of course she will lose marks. So be careful. Yes, excellent. Good job, ladies. Your answers are correct and wonderful. Card, mouse, motherboard, keyboard, monitor. Yes. Hardboard, drive disk, memory, hard disk, headphones, RAM, CPU. Excellent. That's really fun, fantastic. Yes, all answers are correct. So yes, as you said, these are some of the components of the computer, and in Arabic they are called الفأرة مثلا لوحة المفاتيح الذاكرة الخارجية ال- 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 and they actually some equivalent terms in Arabic. Now we are going to to label the diagram with the correct items. We have some vocabulary here, 11 words of computer terms. These are very important. So we are going to match these words with the picture. So you have to put the correct number of the word next to the picture. So what do you think? Now I want you to think of the answers to this also, to have 2 minutes to think the answer to this. So what's number one? Where is number 1, 2, 3?
دكتور
Yes? Have you finished? Okay, let me check your answers. So where is the monitor? Who will Ahad, can you write number 1 on the screen? Write number 1. So number 1 is the monitor. Where is the monitor? You can write the number on the screen. Can you type on the screen? اكتبي على الشاشة رقم 1. Do you know what's the meaning of monitor? What does it mean, monitor? الشاشة. شاشة الكمبيوتر. أيوة, excellent, excellent. This is number 1. And number 2, case. You know what's the meaning of case? صندوق الحاسب بالضبط. So who will write number 2 on the screen? Raise your hand, please. Yes, Hind Muhammad. Hind Muhammad, go ahead. Write 2 on the screen.
I wrote
Number
it.
3. Excellent, very good. Motherboard. What's the meaning of motherboard? Hold on, ladies, don't write until I'll ask someone to write. I'll ask someone to write. Number 3, اللوحة الأم. Yes. Aisha, Ayash, go ahead and write 3 on the board. It should go here, actually. Okay. Number 4, CPU, Central Processing Unit. What's the meaning of Central Processing Unit? وحدة المعالجة المركزية. Excellent. So who will write 4 on the board? Who will write 4 on the board? Reem Khaled, go ahead. Where is number 4? Yes, excellent. Number 4. Is this one. Number 5, main memory, الذاكرة الرئيسية. So who will write 5 on the board? Nada Abdullah. And now, expansion cards. ذاكرة اللي هي التوسعة. Where is it? Who will write it on the board? حصة سالم. All right. And the optional disk drive or power supply unit. Where is the power supply unit? What's the meaning of power supply? أيوة وحدة الطاقة. Number 7. Number 7. Who write it? Bayan Muhammad. Write number 7 on the screen. Excellent. And now we have optical disk drive. What's the meaning of optical disk drive? Number 8. Who will write number 8? Who will write number 8? Shada Abdurrahman. Dima, yes, Dima Al-Harbi. Write 8 on the screen. Yes. So we have 2 8. Which one? the hard disk drive? What is the hard disk drive? What's the name of hard disk drive? محرك الأقراص الصلبة. Yes, it is this one. Write 9. Who will write 9? هالة. Keyboard. لوحة المفاتيح. And the mouse. I think you know them. So, because this is not clear, I will type them in again to you on the blackboard. Is this numbering correct? Do you agree?
تيشر رقم 6 مكتوب مرتين.
رقم 6 مكتوب مرتين. So this is done.
و2 مو موجود، هو مكان 3.
This is 2. This is 4. And this is 3. And this is 2.
تيشر معلش، نمبر 6 المفروض يكون الرام. ونمبر 5 هو الهارد ديسك.
Wait. This is number 2. And this is 5. Do you agree or not? Well, actually, we are confused. Yes.
Number
This
6.
This is
Below.
6. This is 4. So you think this is 9? This is actually I'm unable to anyways. Let me point. Actually, I'm unable to delete the numbers. So this is number 1. This is number. This is number 9. This is number 5. This is number 4. This is number 'So number 1 is the monitor, number 2 is the case, number 3 is the motherboard, CPU is number 4, main memory. Let me point out to them because actually I'm no longer able to draw and
دكتورة
type numbers. So number 1 is the monitor الشاشة. Yes.
التسعة مكررة عادي ولا
لا مو عادي، لا اللي
في شي غلط؟
9 اللي
اوكي.
this one is 3.
تيتشر
This
التسعة
one is
مكانها
3.
3.
ايه هذه 3 هذه.
ايه
تيتشر 3 مو موجود.
هذه اللي هي بالتسعة الثانية المكررة هذه. المشكلة إني مو عارفة أكتب وأمسح. This one is 3 وأمسح. This one is the 3. Number 1 is the monitor اللي هي الشاشة. Number 2 is the case اللي هي صندوق الحاسب. This one. Okay. Let me draw to you. هذه الشاشة. صندوق الحاسب. This one. Number 2. Number 3 اللي هو motherboard. This one. This is the motherboard. Number 4 is the CPU, central processing, this one. Number 5 is the main memory, RAM, this one. هي هذه الذاكرة الرئيسية. Number 6 is expansion cards, اللي هي ذاكرة التوسعة, this one. هي هذه. Number 7, it is the power supply unit. This one. وحدة الطاقة. And number 8, optional disk drive. It is this one. This is number 8. Number 9, hard disk drive, which is this one. And number 10 is the keyboard. لوحة المفاتيح, which is this one, of course. Number 11 is the mouse, which is this one, الفأرة. All right. So these components are very important. You have to know them very well. You have to learn their names in English very well. And I think later you will study their functions because you are specialized in computer. Now you are going to listen to the recording. Can you hear the recording? Can you hear the recording? No?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yes. So now you are going to
No,
listen to recording 13. Listen to two colleagues and complete this dialogue. So you have a dialogue here. Can you see this dialogue? This is a dialogue between two colleagues. You are going to listen to a recording between two colleagues and then complete the dialogue.
Teacher,
Yes?
teacher,
Mm-hmm.
pardon me, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, I will try to make you all hear.
This computer has a bigger memory, and I think it has a better processor.
And the other one?
A, Y, O, Q.
Computer systems. Recording 13.
What do you think? Which laptop is better for the sales team?
I'm not sure. This computer has a bigger memory, and I think it has a better processor.
And the other one?
Well, it is smaller.
And lighter.
Yes, you're right. Lighter and smaller.
But the bigger one is cheaper.
So what is our decision?
I'm not sure. Let's go for a coffee and discuss this again.
Unit.
Now you will listen again.
Unit 2. Computer systems. Recording 13.
What do you think? Which laptop is better for the sales team?
I'm not sure. This computer has a bigger memory, and I think it has a better processor.
And the other one?
Well, it is smaller.
And lighter.
Yes, you're right. Lighter and smaller.
But the bigger one is cheaper.
So what is our decision?
I'm not sure. Let's go for a coffee and discuss this again.
What about now? Have you heard the
دكتورة ممكن أشارك؟
Yes, sure.
هم
What's
قاعدين
your name?
يتكلمون فاطمة.
Go ahead, Fatima. So what is
آه،
the first blank?
هم قاعد
The first
الأول
answer.
سأل عن اللابتوب إن اللابتوب حجمه
أيوة.
صغير وأسرع، بس الكمبيوتر ذاكرته الداخلية أكبر. فرجع هو رد عليه
بالضبط.
قال إنه الكمبيوتر يعني قديم ما يمديك تستخدمه في أي وقت في أي مكان. هذا اللي فهمته.
Yes, exactly. This is the point. Actually, you are supposed to fill in these blanks. الفراغات، تعبون الفراغات من خلال سماعكم للمحادثة. Have you finished? Now, what is the answer to number 1? What do you think? Which is better for the sales team? Write your answers in the chat to number 1. Yes, the answer is laptop. I'm not sure. This computer has E. Number 2, bigger. Excellent. memory, and I think it has E, processor. Better. Yes, correct. And the other one, well, it's yes, number 4, smaller. And number 5, lighter. Excellent. Yes, you are right. Lighter and smaller, but the bigger one is cheaper. Oh, I see the answer. It is cheaper. Correct.
teacher إيش معنى lighter؟
Who can tell me what's the meaning of lighter?
معناه خفيف.
أخف. أيوة. أخف. Pay attention. Because this is our grammar rule for today. خفيف. أخف. Okay? But the bigger one is cheaper. So, what is our decision? I'm not sure. Let's go for a coffee and discuss this again. So they are comparing between two laptops. He wants to buy a laptop, and he is making a comparison between these laptops. And this point takes us to the following one, which is um, the language or the grammar points. If you want to compare between two things in English, I'm sure that you must have studied this before in your school years, but this is just a revision. This is one of the easiest but most important um, English rules. When you want to compare between two things, two items, two entities, how should you do so? Let me show you this or explain this to you in a whiteboard. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you how to compare between two things in English. Actually, there are degrees for adjectives in English. There are degrees. عندنا صفة اللي هي adjective. الصفة في اللغة الإنجليزية لها درجات. في adjective معناها صفة. في comparative level و superlative level اللي هي الصفة.
teacher لما تكتبين هنا ما يطلع لنا ترى إلا عقب وقت.
بس إنه يطلع صح؟
إلى الآن ما طلع شيء.
إلى الآن ما في شيء.
يمكن على كلكم نفس المشكلة بنات.
إيه.
إيه نعم.
حتى بالتسجيل حتى بالغير متزامنة نفس الفكرة.
أو طلع. بس يطلع يعني على حسب.
الآن طلع لنا.
إيه لأنه this is online of course يعني it takes time and it depends on the speed of your internet connection. سرعة النت عندك. إذا عندنا 3 درجات، درجة الصفة، درجة المقارنة، درجة التفضيل. يعني الصفة adjective، مقارنة بين شيئين this is comparative، مقارنة بين أكثر من شيئين this is superlative. So today we are going to start comparative in your asynchronous lecture. في المحاضرة المسجلة بشرح لكم superlative. Pay attention. Now let us take an example of, can you give me an example of any English adjective? Give me an example of any English adjective. Big, yes. Big is good.
Small.
Those who please close your microphones. A good adjective. You want to compare between two monitors. You can say big, this is adjective. Big is what?
Adjective.
Yes, this is adjective. When you want to compare between two things, you say what? Bigger.
bigger.
Yes, this is comparative. مقارنة، صيغة مقارنة. For example,
Ahmed bigger than Fahad.
excellent, perfect. Who said that?
Siham Ibrahim
Yes.
Al-Khdairi.
Excellent, Sam. I will clap to you, and I think you have to clap for her as well. Ahmed, let's say computer A. Computer A is bigger than computer B. So here you didn't say big than computer B, but bigger. Big معناها كبير. Bigger معناها
أكبر.
what? أكبر. Exactly. So how do you use, what did we do? We add ER to the adjective. So this is the rule. If you want to compare two things, you add ER to the end of the adjective. Then plus than. ER plus than. Yes. So bigger than. If I want to use another adjective like processor A and processor B, fast. So processor A is, say, faster in the comparative. Faster. Excellent. Then.
Faster than.
Excellent. Processor B. So faster than. You add ER to the adjective and then followed by than. So the rule here, you add ER to the adjective then N. But do we add R to all English adjectives? Or there are adjectives who take a different shape?
No, we have a different shape.
Yes, can you tell me?
When the end of the word with the Y change to I-E-R.
Yes, this is regarding spelling. Excellent. Excellent, Siham. إذا كان أحيانا الحرف الأخير ندبله like bigger. We didn't simply add ER, but we double the G, then add ER. This is regarding spelling. Yes, sometimes you double the last word because it is preceded by a vowel. إذا كان الحرف الأخير صامت واللي قبله متحرك ندبل الحرف الأخير ونضيف ER. So this is regarding spelling. وأيضا فيه قاعدة متعلقة بالإملاء أيضا. أحيانا نقلب الواي الآي بعدين نضيف ER. For example, the adjective easy. If you want to use easy in the comparative form, it will become easier. So you will notice that the Y has changed into I, then you added ER. Why? Because the word ends with Y and preceded by a consonant. إذا كانت الكلمة تنتهي بواي ومسبوقة بحرف صامت نقلب الواي الآي بعدين نضيف ER. Understood?
Yes.
But this is not the case with all English adjectives. There are adjectives that we don't add ER to them, but instead.
Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
There are some words we use more or less.
Yes, excellent. This is what I want to say. There are not all adjectives we add ER to them, but there are adjectives that we add more before them that are longer adjectives. So let me give you a rule. we add ER. If you are confused, when should you use more? When should you put ER? If the adjective is short, you put ER. If it is long, you put more than the adjective than. But to be more accurate, if it is a one syllable word, big, يعني there is only one vowel, you add ER. If it is more than one syllable, you add more. Let us take an example of the other type of adjectives that are longer.
Girl A is more beautiful than girl B.
Excellent. Very good, Siham. I have to clap for you again. Girl A is more beautiful than girl B. Let's say Jane is more beautiful than Kathy. So Jane is what? Beautiful is a long adjective. It is more than one syllable. So we can't say in English beautifuler. It doesn't work. This is not a short adjective. But there is another way to form comparison. You add more before the adjective, and then should be always there. When you compare two things, you have to use than after the adjective. Understood?
Yes. Yes.
All of you write to me on the chat, yes or no. Give me an example of another long adjective other than beautiful. Expensive.
Efficient.
Expensive. Excellent.
My laptop.
Computer.
My laptop more expensive than your laptop.
Who are you?
Wafa.
Excellent, Wafa. Very good. Perfect example. My laptop is more expensive than my brother's laptop. Wonderful. So expensive is another long adjective. You can't say expensiver. This is wrong. But you put more before the adjective and then after the adjective. Okay? So to summarize it all, adjectives in English are of two types, short adjectives and long adjectives. If you want to compare between two things, for short adjectives, you add ER to the adjective, then and. Sometimes the spelling of the word changes because sometimes we double the last sound if it is consonant preceded by vowel, or Y preceded by a consonant. You change the Y into I. And as for long adjectives, you put more before the adjective and then after it. There are exceptions. There are irregular adjectives in English that you can't add neither more nor ER. Which these adjectives are? Can you tell me? There is an exception to adjectives, common adjectives, which are?
Like famous.
Famous is a long adjective. You say more famous than. And by the way, not more or less than.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
So yeah, the bad or and good. Where is and better?
Excellent. Very good, Rana. Perfect job. Good and bad. Good and bad are irregular adjectives because the adjective is good, the comparative is better. Bad
Teacher.
also.
Also
far.
Little.
Bad is the adjective, the comparison is worse. Okay? So if you want to compare
Teacher.
between two things using the adjective good, you can't say gooder. This is incorrect because good is an irregular adjective. You say A is better than better طبعا, but I'm trying to sound like a native. Better than B. And if you want to use the adjective bad and compare between two things, you can't say better or better. No, you say worse. Let us put them in examples. Can you give me an example of a comparative between two things?
Girl A is better
This class
than
is
girl
better
B.
than the other.
Yes, girl A.
Teacher, I have an example.
Yes, go ahead.
My sister most successful than me.
My sister, why? You have to be more successful. Both of you have to be successful. Do you admit? Come on. Do you admit that your sister is more successful than you? Anyways, this is an example. Is more successful. I want you, both of you, to be successful than me. This is what? This is an example of a long adjective. One of you said girl A is better than girl B. So you can't say gooder. Doesn't work. Now I want you to use the adjective bad to compare between two things. Go ahead. Because
Can I
time is
say?
almost over. We are only left with 2 minutes. Yes?
My
Yes, sure. Razan, go ahead.
my grades are the worst comparing to my last exam.
Come on. This is okay, no problem. Grammatically correct, but the meaning I'm not fine with it. Anyways, my grade is worse than my last exam grade. For example, worse. So you can't say better. Now we are left with 2 minutes. We want to read the examples, or let us do the activity. Or before we do this, let us read the examples on page. Now I want you to go to page 13. The table here we have the rule explained along with some examples. So where is the examples? I want each student to turn on the microphone and read the exam. But raise your hand. I will select from you. Number 1. The new monitor was bigger than. Yes. Who will read?
مو واضح بالصورة.
It is on your book. Just look at your box. Or let me share the book again. So there we go. I want you to read these examples. Who read the first one? Raise your hand. Yes, Jawahar al-Haryewal. Go ahead. Read. Okay, Ariam. Saleh. Turn on your microphone and read. The new monitor. Rana Muhammad.
Yes. The new miniature was bigger than the old miniature.
Excellent, thank you. Salma Twajri. The second sentence.
Your processor is faster than mine.
Excellent. Number 3, Ghadir Mansour. Okay, Dima Youssef, go ahead. Dimas Mansour.
Your processor is third one. Third sentence.
A third sentence. We stopped
Okay,
at the third sentence.
It's easier to use than the other one.
Excellent. Number 4, Khadija Jafar.
Yes, difficult. This version is more difficult to use than the old version.
Excellent. Number 5, his computer, Layan Argeba.
His computer is less expensive than hers.
Excellent. I think Razan Matlab.
I think you should buy that CPU. It is more reliable than the one you have.
Wonderful. The following one, that's screen لآلاء.
Resolution is much worse.
Excellent. And the last one, Sabrine.
I really like this mouse. It's so much better than the old one.
Good job, ladies. Thank you to all of you. Now we want to answer exercise number 4. Make the comparative form of these adjectives. For example, the adjective long. What is the comparative? It is longer. Do the same. Now we want to do these adjectives. What do you think? Number 2, the comparative, light. It will be right in the chat. Yes, all of you. Light. Lighter, excellent. And if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can say lighter. Efficient,
More
efficient.
efficient. More
Write
efficient.
on the chat, please.
More efficient.
Yes, excellent. More efficient, more efficient. So this is a long adjective. You don't say efficienter, it is more efficient. Long,
Longer.
longer, excellent. Wide,
Wider.
wider, excellent. You will only add R because there is E already. You will not add 2E because there is E already. You will simply add R. What about heavy?
Heavier.
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 High
Excellent.
teacher.
Excellent. You can say more heavier. This is
High
tricky. This is one syllable only. Fast.
Faster.
Faster. American English, according to British English, it is faster. Fast. Fast. And if you want to sound like American, you say faster. If you want to sound like British, you say faster. Dark. Darker. Excellent. Soft.
Softer.
Softer. Well, actually,
Harder.
yeah. Hard.
Harder.
Harder. Durable.
More durable. More durable.
More durable. Thank you very much, ladies. Good job. I'm so happy with you. This is the end of our lecture today. We'll stop here and we will complete the lecture. You can listen to it that I will upload to you on Saturday. Do you have any questions?
Yes.
As for your attendance, actually, I will take your attendance from Blackboard because I told you that Blackboard already provides a report about the attendance. So I will check your attendance from the Blackboard.
Teacher?
Do you have any question?
Yeah, me.
Yes, teacher.